there's an instance where they just fucked up. They just rushed it and they really, really fucked up. Yeah, so this is it.
Brace yourselves, folks, because last night Donald Trump...
Anyway.
Brace yourselves, folks. Every other podcast but us sucks.
Yeah, every other podcast. Fuck this guy. I know he probably agrees with me, but he's a dipshit anyway. This is a new type of woke we talked about, where we're
just mean, aggressive for no reason. We've just gotten a gift from Santa. It's unsealed Epstein Files, unredacted files. It's pretty great.
So yeah, as Crypto said, we've been away for a month, but we're back at it, baby. And boy, oh boy, was our Christmas saved by this the nuke of a lifetime.
It's so much. It's so much, and it's like right around the holidays, so it's gonna be a million people fighting about it over Christmas dinner. It's so funny. It couldn't be better because people are not any more primed to hear stuff from outside of their normal news bubble than the holidays, right? Oh, that is the time when they are the most likely to encounter any level of pushback.
I think we should just dive right into it. So there's some interesting things that's happened, which is the stunning incompetence of the Trump administration has actually been, I don't know, a blessing this time, you could say, because apparently, and some people realize that the way they redacted some of these files isn't by taking a marker and just drawing all over. No, they just made the background of the text black with black text.
Yeah, they used black software highlighting, on files, and then left it in a file format. But that meant that all the text was still in the file. It's not impossible to undo that. That's fine to do if you're then going to print the document and then scan it, right? But you can't just leave it in the original PDF. That is insane. That is very stupid.
They either were incompetent and they fucked up, or some people at the FBI had some integrity who were like, let's just do a fucking hack job at this. And let people figure it out.
It is extremely incompetent, which does feel very Trump, right? Like the fact that it's that they were so bad at hiding it. I mean, it feels right, but at the same time, you're right. Really, nobody thought about the fact that this can just be undone because it's a file. And the FBI, or whoever handled, I don't know who handled this. I don't know whose fuck up this is, but it's so,
well, they had to rush it, right? Severe. Okay, so Kash Patel is the head of FBI, and this guy he has no education in criminal law or in policing
honestly, I think it's the funnier answer that it's just rank incompetence and they were too stupid to properly cover up.
I read this crazy story. I read this crazy story that when old Kirk died from whatever, I'm not allowed to say too much, from when Kirk stopped feeling like he wanted to be alive. Apparently, when Kash Patel heard the news, he was in a private jet and he was asking around for an FBI jacket so he would look more serious and official. And none of the grown men's jacket would fit. So actually, a woman FBI staff had to give him her jacket.
He made some joke about actually trying to find a child's large or something or whatever. Whatever. It's fine. It is funny. It is very stupid for the head of the FBI to not him to not have his shit right, to not have his gear or whatever, right? If anybody should have all of the stuff ready to go, it should be the guy at the top, right? But that just shows you. That just shows you okay, well, that's how badly managed things are at the top. You can only imagine the total disarray and dysfunction, from all the people beneath him, right? That fish has definitely rotted from the head for sure. Which also makes me definitely think it's just the silly answer of like they're too fucking stupid to get away with it with I mean they had the files in their hands. They were allowed to I don't know what the rules technically were about it, but like they could have crossed out anything, and who would have been able to say, oh well, actually, it says something else, right? Well, how do you know? How did you see the unredacted files, right? But I mean, they just suck. They're just garbage. Like these people. I mean, it confirms my most bigoted opinions about all Republicans, right? And just how like they're just it's just the party of stupid. It's the stupid party. It's where dumb people get together and vote.
Yeah. I got to show you this video. This is, by the way, what we talked about earlier.
I'm at justice.gov where all the Epstein files are being held, and there's a lot of different files that have been redacted. So you can go ahead and scroll down till you get to a redacted area. Here's a redacted area right here. Guess what? If you want to look at these files, all you got to do is copy it.
Yeah, you can see here in the middle section, there's a highlight behind the highlight, right?
Yeah,
which means that it's just plain old text.
No, the text is just in there. It's just in the file. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
For sure.
And when you copy a text, the format isn't copied. It's just whatever the symbols of the text is copied, and then you can just paste it into a Word document, which he's about to do. Look at this.
Yeah, I mean,
and paste it into Microsoft Word, and guess what? All the files are unredacted. They're
This is so stupid. What's the point of all that? Some poor FBI guy had to sit. This was 10 gigs. This latest release, by the way.
Well, this is the other thing is because there's more information than just now we know what was redacted, right? The fact that we also know that they wanted it redacted, which means everything that they crossed out, it has to be like deeply investigated.
Right. There's actually there's an instance where they just fucked up. They just rushed it, and they really, really fucked up because they posted two of the same documents, one that was redacted and one that was unredacted, because they just fucked up. They just posted both of them, and they didn't even know what the fuck they were doing. Let me see if I can find.
Yeah, there were like two copies of it that were filed under two different IDs, and then they got different levels of redaction.
Yeah, so this is it. This is it. Document 1296-17. So you see here at these black bars, several girls at any one time, she confided in me about her casual friendship with someone, definitely seemed to have a thing for her, and she told me how he kept going on about how he liked her pert nipples. Someone liked flicking and sucking her nipples until they were raw. One evening, when we were showering together, she showed me her nipples. They looked incredibly painful as they were red and swollen, and I remember wincing when I looked at them. I also know she had sexual relations with someone at Jeffrey's New York mansion on a regular occasion, as I once met someone for coffee just before she was going to meet someone and Epstein together at his mansion. That someone is a very, very interesting guy. Can we all guess? Can we all get a drum roll going? Who could it be? Every single one of them, except for Jen, I guess, was just Trump. Friendship with Mr. Donald Trump. Donald Trump liked flicking and sucking her nipples until they were raw. Basically abusing a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was a fuck up.
This is probably a girl, right? I mean,
a girl, a woman. We don't actually know who this person is. Either way, this is a person that was being essayed in regards to Trump and Epstein. We can only guess what the age of this person can be. I bet you they're not 30.
Yeah, I mean, an educated guess given Epstein's, the shit he would get up to.
Yeah, this is obviously someone. I mean, I don't want to get into it too much, but they just fucked up. They released both of these things, and they just really fucked up. This is document 1332-16. So they just really fucked up. So there's this image of this woman. This actually reminds me of when, remember that letter that apparently Trump hadn't written, with the body of a woman basically having a dialogue with Jeffrey Epstein that he made up in his head.
Sure.
There is something to this that kind of validates that, in that they seem to really like to write shit on on women and girls. They like to take a Sharpie and draw all over them. So was low playing low in the morning, standing 4 feet 10 in one sock. That doesn't sound like an adult. 4 feet 10.
No, I mean, this is a quote from the book Lolita, which is a book which is famously about a pedophile.
Oh yeah, and it's in the background. Is this what pedophiles do? They read.
I mean, this shit is insane. It's like, oh, and now for the clues. I mean, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, they left the bill and clues. Again, a fuck up, a real big fuck up, because this is a mistake of redaction. They fucked up by not removing Trump when they were supposed to remove Trump. And he's all over this shit. I don't know what these black bars are doing. I don't know who they're protecting, but they certainly aren't protecting Trump anymore.
Yeah. This is just, this is just, again, I don't know if this is, I mean, this feels like this is somebody just not complying with, being told to redact something from the files. Like, so, I think a bunch of people are going to get fired over this, but then they're just going to be like, yeah, I was going to do that.
I mean,
and there was no, and apparently there was no time for review or whatever, right? Like people and their bosses are going to get fired over this.
They had a court order because it was the Epstein, there was a new law that was passed called the Epstein Transparency Act or whatever. Just the released Epstein File Act or whatever it's called. And
but way prior to that, there were 1,000 FBI agents going through all the files. They got pulled off of other cases.
Correct.
Like real cases to do that shit, right? And what I'm saying is, I don't know how loyal. I mean, 1,000. Are there 1,000 Trump loyalists in the FBI? I don't know.
Because this is like gigabytes and gigabytes of just information. Like, it would have been possible to just never miss anything. It seems like, though, every time they missed something, Trump was involved. Every time someone fucked up. Every doozy.
He was. I mean, he was definitely the target of their efforts, right?
Right.
Now they said at the time, and they didn't say that they were doing redactions. They said that they were identifying all the instances where he was mentioned in them. But if you wanted to redact all the places where he was mentioned, having a giant index of those would be pretty useful, right? Because then you could have, some staffers go through and just tag them all one by one or whatever. But what I'm saying is, if you're the FBI agents and you don't like Trump, right? And you notice, hey, I can, as long as I redact randomly or whatever, it gets through. It gets through whatever non-existent review process Kash Patel has set up, and so I can just leave in, quote, Donald J. Trump had raped her along with Jeffrey Epstein, end quote. I mean.
Jesus Christ.
That's on the thing on your screen right now. Right?
Yeah, I know. I read it. This is about a victim actually who, this was in 2000. This person.
If you're Donald Trump, that's not a sentence you want you want all of that removed, right? But yeah, so I think there were FBI agents who were just. I mean, it feels like this is deliberate at a certain point,
This might be the Doe we were reading the last episode, right? When, the Jane Doe who felt that they couldn't speak up because...
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, we've talked about... We were way, way the fuck ahead of all of this, right? I mean, this is all of this stuff is just confirming, not just, now it's murders, right? To keep people quiet and stuff. We'd already talked about all of that.
I can't. They will kill me on Christmas Day. Jesus, what is he? The fucking Grinch of Jesus.
No. That's another sentence.
Oh,
it doesn't say that. They will kill me on Christmas Day.
Well, I thought the black mark here was a large punctuation.
Sure.
Okay, whatever. I'm stupid. Who cares? This is another fucked up thing here that Anonymous managed to figure out. So when you're searching the files, if you search Trump, you get 0 results. But if you search Trump space with a space at the end, you get around 600 results, which tells me that the DOJ blocked the search
Yeah.
But they're so fucking old and stupid that they didn't block the search with spaces.
Well,
So
just try
have fun
searching
with
for,
what it like.
just search for rump. I bet you'll find a trillion hits for rump, you know?
Right.
Like, yeah, these people are idiots. I mean, I promise you, you can win by being 10% clever.
So the TikTok, this might be an instance of the thing we talked about. So the TikTok girlies have a name for this, which is called weaponizing competence. This might have been just weaponizing competence, where someone acts incompetent, I guess, in a way to hurt whoever is in control. Oh, this is a big one. This is a fucking huge one. So this is such a big thing that the U.S. Department of Justice got involved with their actual Department of Justice confirmed account, right? Into a Twitter shitposting, right? Okay, so the context of this is that there was this guy who was called Nasser, or whatever his name was. I can't quite read cursive, but he essentially sent this letter to Donald Trump that says, where he says essentially, shares their love of young nubile girls. What the fuck does nubile mean? Nubile?
I think it also means young. I don't know.
Oh, sexually attractive. Okay. And the Department of Justice got pretty indignant at this, probably at the behest of Kash Patel here, where they say the FBI has confirmed this alleged letter from Jeffrey Epstein to Larry Nasser is fake. Like all caps. This is how Trump writes, by the way.
Yeah, well, that's true.
The fake letter was received by the jail and flagged for the FBI at the time. The FBI made the following conclusion based on the following facts. The writing does not appear to match Jeffrey Epstein's. No, it's not Jeffrey Epstein who wrote this. This is someone who... Is this Jeffrey Epstein? Yeah, okay.
I just signed yours, J. Epstein.
Yeah, okay. The letter was postmarked 3 days after Epstein's death out of Northern Virginia when he was jailed in New York. The return address did not list the jail where Epstein was held and did not include his inmate number.
Inmate number.
His immature girl said, okay. Which is required for alcohol, which, it just tells me. I mean, another thing is that this could have just been written beforehand and then sent after the fact. Whatever.
I don't. I mean, it could be what they say it is. Who the fuck knows, right? If it is, there's probably other documentation that would explain the sourcing on it or whatever. Getting too bogged down in any of the particular. I mean, it's a mountain of evidence, right? It's all gonna have to get combed through. What the important part right now is just making sure to archive everything that can possibly be archived electronically as fast as possible before it gets pulled down.
Well, it's also, as many here pointed out, responding to pop base, our government is beyond cooked. Because this was a post by Pop Base. Pop Base is your best source for all pop culture related entertainment news. And the U.S. government had to get involved with Pop Base.
Yeah, the official U.S. Department of Justice Twitter account. Yeah, the one that Cash Patel
all the comments
on his phone or whatever the fuck.
Someone pointed out, and there was news about this, that when the drop happened, apparently 16 files got retracted somehow. And you can obviously tell that there's a numeric enumeration error here.
Yeah.
From 66, 7.
Well,
how does 67 always pop up?
It is possible somebody accidentally just saved a duplicate or something, and then it's not totally impossible that there might be skips in there that aren't actually relevant, but it looks suspicious. You'd rather just see them all, right? Especially in the middle of all this other crap being removed.
You know what, Crypto? You make a great point. You should probably be Donald Trump's lawyer. That's a great argument. Oh, yeah, this is one that actually really fucked me up. This was like a person who had their baby murdered by Trump or some shit like... No. Okay, let's read this, actually. Info, again, just trying to find out the NYPD detective on the FBI sex trafficking task force that called me a couple of weeks ago and spoke to me about some of these issues. How is contact known? He participated regularly in paying money to force me to blank with him, and he was present when my uncle murdered my newborn child and disposed of the body in Lake Michigan. So this person named Donald Trump. Person named Donald Trump as someone who was a party to this murder, and
at least present for it.
well, he forced her to blank, and then also was present when her uncle murdered baby. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, pretty nuts. Very salacious stuff. Now, again, I mean, we have to, all of this stuff, we're going to look at the sourcing and blah, blah, blah. Because who the fuck knows? I'm sure the FBI has collected a lot of insane people's ramblings along with things that are actually legitimate. But, yeah, we'll see. Trump defends Clinton over Maxwell photos in the Epstein Files. Oh, boy. Boy, this is circling the wagons.
this is brilliant because this tells a story. This entire thing tells a story. And also, it's completely polarized the MAGA base because they hate the Clintons.
It started with lock her up. Yeah. I mean, what the fuck?
A core tenet of the MAGA cult is to hate Clinton. That's it. Any Clinton. If your name is Clinton, fuck you. That's the First Amendment of the MAGA cult. That's the first commandment. I mean, that's the first commandment. Donald Moses Trump came down from Mount Sinai holding tablets, and the first commandment says, "Fuck Clinton."
Gotten along with Bill Clinton. I've been nice to him. He's been nice to me. We've always gotten along. Respect him. I hate to see photos come out of him, but this is what the Democrats, mostly Democrats, and a couple of bad Republicans are asking for. So
bad
the
Republicans.
Photos of me too. Everybody was friendly with this guy.
He's not. Is he realizing what he's doing? He's giving this entire leak credit to the Democrats. Like, oh shit, are you talking?
No,
never mind.
No, I'm just not sure on my desk. Don't worry about it.
No, you
stop watching my goddamn bird. It's fine. Not my bird, my Elon.
I actually pay attention more to you when I'm watching it because it feels like like I have eye contact with you. I know. I'm so bad with paying attention that I fucking this actually works for me. It's almost like you're in the room with me.
I feel like such an old man saying it, but I really think there's something wrong with you kids today. Like your brains really are regressing. It's like a fucking cartoon. It's fucking South Park, and you think it's more engaging?
Watching it's look. I set up the syllables for your character, so watching you talk actually it gives me visual and auditory cues. And I pay better attention. Look, I'm bad at paying attention. You know this. I gotta use every trick in my fucking rabbit's hat to fucking try to pay attention and listen.
Get an ADD diagnosis and get medication. That's what you should actually do.
I already have like a pre-diagnosis. I didn't get the full diagnosis.
Well, okay. Well, that's not good enough.
Also, I don't want to be on medicine. I want to be.
Oh my god! Baby. Yeah, but it's annoying. You gotta do better. Wow, no, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. I'm kidding.
Also, I should be paying attention to the OBS window.
I'm being completely hypocritical here, of course.
Also, crypto. I should be paying attention to the OBS window because I'm handling all this tech shit over here. And if I miss something,
where you have to stare at Elon's face bouncing around.
Well, there's also audio bars going up and down, and sometimes they get stuck, or that's when it indicates that there's no audio and everything's fucked up, and I have to call for a recess or something. See,
Anyway, sorry, we're off topic here. Yeah, we're forgetting that. Look, it's Christmas Eve, right? We've got a treasure trove of presents here. There's no need for us to argue. Let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
Anyway, fucking Donald Trump is defending Epstein. Isn't that interesting?
It's you mean defending Clinton? Yeah.
You know what? You also have ADD because we just took a huge detour with that shit.
Well, I thought it would be funny it'd be a funny digression for the podcast for a second to get away from.
No, I'm keeping all this shit in.
No, I know. That was the point. That's what I'm saying.
You think I give a turkey?
No, I want you to. Fuck you! I want you to do it, pussy. You won't.
I remember I made you say the N-word in a weird. What? Well, you said it. You said a tiger from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh my god!
to make it sound like you said the N-word. I felt like a bad
Great.
friend when I did that. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's
well,
the
you
files,
win.
everyone. So this is a clip of Donald Trump losing his shit at his new arch nemesis, Marjorie Taylor Brown, right? Instead of Marjorie Taylor Greene, it's Marjorie Taylor Brown. And he has actually an excellent reason to why it's green turns to brown.
Marjorie Trader Brown, I call her. Because green turns to brown under stress. So
What is he talking about? Marjorie Trader Brown, when green gives up, it turns brown.
Under stress.
No, that's his reference. He's seen leaves that are green, and then fall comes, and then they turn brown.
Yep.
That's exactly what's happening. When green starts sucking, it just turns brown. And also, who likes brown people?
Yeah. Also, brown's the poo-poo color, so
Brown is the color of all my white underwear. When white underwear gives up, they turn brown.
No, I mean it is weird. It's what it must be like to be Marjorie Taylor Greene, to have so deeply bought in, and then somehow come out as the sane one from the Republican Party. Is so weird. The space lasers lady. I mean,
she was
not
locked
that
in.
she's not insane, but I mean, she's given up on Donald Trump specifically. This is the thing. There is a weird because it's not the same thing to be, all these people. If you were asked them, they would say that they're nationalists, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not actually the same thing to be a nationalist as it is to be a Trump loyalist, even though he's the president, right? It's still not the same thing. There is a split there that, can be kind of exploited, right? I think Marjorie Taylor Greene really does just only give a shit about Americans and America.
But she's still a racist.
Yeah, no, she's a giant racist, right? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. She would let the whole third world could burn as far as she fucking cares or whatever. I don't think she gives two tenths of a shit about any of that, right? But if that could even go so far as well, if Donald Trump turns out to be a negative for America, she's not in favor of Donald Trump either, right? That's not a place where the Trump loyalists are willing to go. For them, the cult is too deep, right? They would rather have Trump America than America.
I think you got a point, actually. I think she started seeing none of this shit we talked about works, and she was presented with a perfect opportunity to jump ship and kind of turn around her political, her optics, the whole way that people see her politically, right? She was always very mean, dumb blonde, and she just turned into a nice, soft kitten there at the end.
No, I don't think so. I think she's still a mean, dumb blonde.
She apologized on TV for being a jerk to all these years politically.
Well, sure, but I think she also can sort of smell which way the wind is blowing too, right?
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, she's a politician through and through. She has ear to the ground and she knows where it's going. And this whole Epstein thing is the most convenient thing ever because.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
I honestly think also Marjorie Taylor Greene actually does care about the whole Epstein thing. I think she genuinely.
Well, yeah, no. That's what I was saying. I mean, I think she was a true believer in that sense of that there is in her mind, it was a Democrat, it was the satanic cabal or whatever. And then it turned out oh no, Trump's involved too, right? As are a bunch of other Republicans and a bunch of other Democrats. I mean, it's, I'm sure it's a bipartisan thing. Just like most of the horrible shit the government gets up to.
You want to finish this shit? See where he's going with this? I got a few other speeches.
Can this even go anywhere? Yeah, I guess. Let's see.
I call her Trader Brown, which I don't like doing because 2 words is too much. 2 letters changing to Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm going Marjorie Trader Brown, so I have to trade. And a lot of people don't understand. 2 words is too much to change.
His brain's getting real melted.
This is a cycle. because
this
usually
is a dying brain. I mean, this is not a working.
He's kind of right. Like Trump does understand branding, right? You know, crooked Hillary. That's bim bam bam.
Right. No, he does understand branding, but why is he talking through his branding thought processes at a podium in front of these people who are all like, you know, geared up for winter or whatever, right? I mean,
because Trump
this is a senile moment. Yeah, no,
this is old man shit. This is old men. If you have like a grandpa, whatever, they will just start talking about whatever. For what they'll just fucking they've learned to open their hearts, man. Like at a certain age, as a man, you just open your heart and you pour out your heart, and it turns out every man is just an idiot. that's what it turns out to be.
Yeah,
every man's just dipshit. I love these things. I honestly watching this shit.
Into my wife's closet, and I'll say this: number one, it's very bad, but it sounds a little strange. They looked at her drawers. You have drawer, and then you have drawer. Her undergarment.
He talks about the cleaning staff looking at her drawer. You got one drawer, two drawer. That makes a plural. That's drawers.
What are you saying? Hold on. Go back to the beginning.
They went into my wife's closet, and I'll say this: number one, it's very bad, but it sounds a little strange. They looked at her drawers. You have drawer, and then you have drawer. Her undergarments, I want to use a nice, sometimes referred to as panties, are folded, perfect, ripped. They're like so perfect. I say, that's beautiful. You know, it's the part of the world I came from. Everything was perfect, no problem.
Brace yourselves, folks, because last night Donald Trump...
That's anyway.
Brace yourselves, folks. Every other podcast but us sucks.
Yeah, every other podcast. Fuck this guy. I know he probably agrees with me, but he's a dipshit anyway. You know, this is a new type of woke we talked about, where we're
mean, aggressive for no reason.
We're
self-destructive.
We'll protect immigrants and trans people and all those good folks, but we're also just giant dipshits who just say fuck them anyway, fuck anyone. We're just fucking giant assholes. You know, that's a new type of woke.
Yeah, that's a weird one. The feral woke.
The broken woke. That's the new woke. It's a woke that's been broken. Like we just are you know, it's no longer the Twitter or the Tumblr type of woke. It's the woke moral compass that's been broken, and now we're just giant dipshits who believe in human rights. That's the only difference between us.
I don't know what any of that means. That sounds pretty stupid, but
whatever, bro.
Sure.
We're making a brand here. We're the broken woke. We're two dipshits, and we're woke. We're good people, but we're kind of a nightmare to hang around with.
Man, speak for yourself. Who's the dipshit? All right, I'm right,
bro. Do we want to bring up personal stuff here? Like, whenever you have an issue with something, I'm suggesting a solution. I'm like, what about this? Because I'm trying to be a good friend. And you told me the other day, how's it feel to have your ass in your anus or whatever? Your head in your own asshole, whatever bullshit. I was playing some game and I saw that message and you deleted it. I was just saying, hey, man, maybe you're having internet issues because of your fucking cable.
Yeah, but I knew that wasn't the case. I didn't need you to tell you about cables. Drove me crazy.
Okay, but do you understand I was trying to be a good friend and you kind of just diarrhea pooped all over my head?
Sure.
See, you're a dipshit.
I just agreed with you.
No. Well, the context of this is that we're both dipshits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fine, I don't agree with you.
I don't even know what I agree with anymore. What side am I? You know what? I'm gonna take your side against me. Therefore, I can never lose. There, how about that?
That's smart.
I can always be on the winning side. Oh, we didn't even talk about Donald Trump's wife's panties. The way he
I mean, who gives a shit? I don't know. It's just why is he talking about this stuff? I mean, I don't know. It just seems like such a waste.
His brain turns off and his mouth opens, and he just says whatever is first thing on his mind. You have a drawer, you have two drawers. In the game, they call a drawer a tie. I'm wearing a tie. ties around my neck. And you know, the 2020 election was a tie. Some say it's a tie. I say I won the 20. Like that, I just did a perfect Donald Trump stream of consciousness, just pouring your mouth like an open diarrhea faucet. That's how he goes. That's how we go through life.
But who won? I don't understand the psychology. Okay, like I'm going to load up my family in our SUV. We're going to go drive to the Trump rally. And then we're just going to listen to Grandpa ramble for a while, like for an hour or 3 sometimes or whatever, you know, for N hours, N plus 1 hours. And like, good luck, right? Like maybe it'll be about something that we give a shit about, or maybe it'll be about some nonsense. And we'll just sort of be forced by there being a crowd, I guess, to all respond, you know,
I can actually sympathize
these are
with them.
funny jokes or whatever, right? I mean,
I'm totally sympathetic.
That sucks.
I'm actually totally sympathetic. I would absolutely do that, to go to a Trump rally and just fucking sit there and just be hypnotized by his meandering. It sounds like a lot of fun. You turn off your brain and just listen to words.
You can just listen to his speeches. They're like online. There's nothing to listen to though. It's like watching static. It's just nothing.
It really is a big nothing. Like honestly, it's people should. We should. You know what? I'm calling a new phrase. This is white noise. That's what Trump's speeches are. It's just exactly. White noise. It's an old white guy making noise, and it will put you to sleep.
Perfect.
That's the new white noise. Noise. This is just him bragging about that he controls the DOJ. He can sue himself from the perspective of a private citizen, and then determine the outcome from the perspective of a president, a public servant. So he's on both sides of the law here, and the only one who has to pay are the taxpayers.
Donald Trump sues the United States of America. Donald Trump becomes president, and now Donald Trump has to settle the suit. I hereby give myself $1 billion. Actually, maybe I shouldn't give it to charity. Maybe I should keep the money. No,
his dentures are falling out or whatever the fuck's going on.
But whatever happens,
taking too many stems. He's not controlling his tongue. Or this is a stroke. Something is interfering with his ability to speak.
I don't understand. Why is this dipshit telling people explaining the most textbook example of conflict of interest?
I think he's making a joke.
But it's also true. I don't think Trump cannot make jokes. He can't lie, and he can't tell jokes. He can only, when he's on stage, he just fucking whatever he thinks goes.
No, the interesting bit about this video is how badly cooked his brain is. I mean, he talks like a stroke victim. He's not long for this world. This man is in poor health. They're kind of abusing him, fucking like shipping him out here and putting him on stage. He should really probably be in like a hospital bed.
Yeah, it's inappropriate to put this man at this age in front of people and make him talk.
Well, he can't. He's slurring his words. I mean, again, it sounds like his dentures are falling out, but he doesn't have dentures.
Why are you making me feel bad for him? I actually kind of feel bad now for him.
Well, I mean, these are all his choices, including his stimulant abuse and all that other shit, right? Yeah. No, that's not. I mean, there's no reason to actually feel bad for him.
But you're right, though. He is on his way out. He is on his way out, sure. And when he expires, there will be a video where we will make an episode about that, and there would be a headline that I have personally maybe have edited. I already have something in mind.
Awesome! I can't wait to see it.
It's gonna be awesome. Every time a person we hate dies, we have to make up a headline.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
What was Charlie Kirk one? Holy turkey jerky. Yeah, that's the last words of Charlie Kirk. Yeah.